Well, we have Chuck Holland here, our Information Services Director, and he is our broadband guru, and he has tons of great stuff to tell us about today, don't you?
I sure do.
Lots of good updates.
Yeah, I have a couple of things on my agenda to discuss today, but first and foremost we want to talk about is, here it is in 2018. We started off the year with a pretty aggressive plan to remove our analog channels from our lineup.
Right.
We've removed about 15 channels so far this year. Mm-hmm. We have about 35 analog channels left on our network. The next set of channels that we're going to be removing from analog will be on July 9th.
Okay.
So on July 9th, you see on the screen here, there's some channels that we have not removing, they're just coming off of analog. They're already being broadcast in standard definition or high definition, depending on the channel.
Okay.
But you can see here, we got the Hallmark Channel, TNT, the Oprah Winfrey Network, Lifetime, FX, Turner Classic Movies, and TBS Superstation.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, if you have a set-top box, a digital TV, or some type of DTA, there's no impact to you. This is only impacting those folks out there that have the old tube-style TVs, that those channels will no longer be appearing on those televisions.
Okay.
Now, you don't have to get rid of your analog channel, your analog TV. You can get a set-top box for $7.25 a month to keep that old tube TV alive. But we recommend that you just contact Broadband Services, get a set-top box, and just do it that way, or just go buy another TV.
Well, right, because the
Yeah.
TVs today are really quite inexpensive.
Yeah, $150 to $200, you get a decent TV, and that
Right.
TV will be much better than the analog TV that you have now. And then you
Exactly.
won't need a box. You won't have to spend any extra money if you buy
Oh,
the TV.
yeah, perfect.
Right.
All right.
So that's really good. So it's coming along by the end of 2018. Will be a fully digital cable TV operation.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And then you've got some high-speed information?
Yeah, as long as we're really calling this whole overall effort the broadband improvement process. 'Cause
Right.
when we have all of those analog channels out there on our network, they take up a tremendous amount of transmission capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So in combination of reducing the number of analog and also doing some very aggressive technology infrastructure updates, we're really going to increase the speed of our internet services.
Okay.
You can see right here, right now, we have about 9,700 subscribers that we have who are paying for internet services now.
Okay.
With an infrastructure that was originally designed for just a few thousand people. But look what's happened in the last 10 years, 5 years with smartphones. We have smart watches, smartphones.
Right.
We have cameras, televisions, Roku units, anything that has, it's a device, it's on a network, it needs internet access. So we're basically, with those 9,700 subscribers, we kind of know how many devices out there on the wire on our network because of the different various IP addresses and MAC addresses that we have. There's over 25,000 devices that connect to our network on any given day, which include printers, watches, smartphones.
Right.
When this technology was first rolled out, when this infrastructure was first built, partnering up with West Coast Internet, people had a PC in their back office, and there was only one device on the line. So what we're seeing now is multiple devices, average 3 devices per home for those 9,700 subscribers.
Right.
And what we're noticing is, with the infrastructure updates that we're doing, is the more devices that are on the line, the slower the connection
Exactly.
gets.
I was going to just ask you about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do here is we're not going to be increasing the speed of our internet access, but what we're going to be doing is giving you a more steady, constant speed, giving you a wider channel for all your devices to be able to be hooked up simultaneously without any signal degradation.
Oh, that's
those,
great.
yeah. So those are the type of services we're working on. We feel that the speeds that we have, that we're offering now, they're competitive with Cox and Time Warner, but we want to make it better, make it more consistent. So when you do have your tablet on, your smartphone, and you're trying to watch Netflix and you get the buffering blue wheel of death, you want to make sure you get a good experience there. So that's what we're doing on the high-speed internet.
Is that like a fiber optic?
It's not really fiber optic. It's called a cable modem termination system. So we're doubling up on that technology and increasing the speed.
Okay, and the impact to, is this an underground situation?
It's actually,
Okay.
with this equipment that's being worked on now, it's going to be at the head end. We're going from a 1G network to a 10G network.
Okay.
So some switches, some head end equipment, and the CMTS itself is getting replaced. West Coast Internet, they're taking that challenge on. They have some obligations to our clients, their clients as well, to provide the best level of service they possibly can at the most affordable price.
Oh, so there really won't be an impact to anybody typically?
Yes, absolutely not. The only thing that you should see is an increased level of service. There will not be any increase in cost at this time.
Excellent, excellent. Good news, good news. Okay, so the whole home DVR, I know we had a good discussion about that. What does it entail?
Okay, so the new whole home DVR, this is the technology that we rolled out earlier this year. We're kind of doing a soft sell, a soft rollout here because we don't want to swamp the system. Really, the whole home DVR, it's just the latest and greatest type of DVR technology. The existing DVRs that we have in place right now, they have 2 tuners, they have a limited amount of disk space. The new whole home DVR, it has 6 tuners. What does that mean? That means I could watch 6 different programs at the same time, so I can record 4 programs and watch 2 programs all at the same time.
Okay.
So it's got more channels, more ability for you to be able to schedule and record your shows. It also has a larger hard drive capacity, and it's more than just a DVR. It also hooks into your home internet, where you can now, through that device, you can stream Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and it has a whole variety of games and applications that you can install on that unit.
Okay.
So that was technology we rolled out. We started doing our first installs in April. We have about, there are 68 DVR devices and 70 client devices out there, so we've got 138 installs under our belt.
Right.
We have a list of about 100 people who are still waiting to get the new services installed. But if you call Broadband Services and you want to get that the new whole home DVR solution installed at your home, call Resident Services. 949-597-4600.
Okay.
Tell them you want the new whole home DVR.
Okay.
One thing about the whole home DVR that you'll see, it's a TiVo product, and TiVo is kind of a household name, right?
Right.
This is something that we partnered up with our TV co-op to put together the best pricing we possibly could, and so now we're offering it to the residents. So it's pretty cool.
So for some people, though, this might be pretty overwhelming.
Yes,
you know, I mean, that's
absolutely.
a lot of different things that they're just not used to. So if somebody was looking into it and they need to do more research or education, do they contact Resident Services about how to go about it?
Yeah, well, you can go online. There's plenty of videos.
Okay.
All educational videos on YouTube. You can Google it. You can look at the type of TiVo technology out there. And you're right, that technology might not be for everybody.
Right.
But we have demands from 2 different types of clients. We have our long-term residents who probably still have some of those analog channel televisions, and we have our newer residents who come from some other area in Orange County where they're expecting to have these newer services.
Exactly.
So if you don't want to get involved with the the whole home DVR, you can just keep your TV as it is, plug it directly into the wall, and you can channel surf and use your clicker as much as you want. For the new folks coming in who want all the high speed, Hulu, Netflix, they want to be able to record all their various shows. We want to offer services for those folks as well. So we gotta cater to both.
Well, I would imagine that your numbers are going to start to increase as other people recognize what you can have with the new system. So,
Agreed.
All right, great. And then the new, let's see, Resident Services check-in is a bit different.
Yes, it's different. So you may have noticed now when you come downstairs to the lobby, there's a kiosk right by the concierge area where you have to check in. And people are like, well, why is this is so inconvenient? Why do I need to do this? Well, what we really want to know is we're trying to track metrics. We're trying to do the best possible job, have the right kind of staffing down at Resident Services, so when people do come into the office, you don't have to wait in line for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Matter of fact, you don't have to wait in line at all. The idea is for you to be able to come in, register. It's very simple. You register your name, your Manor number, and what service that you're here for. That puts you in a specific queue. Right, you have a maintenance queue, you have a broadband queue, you have a gate clearance queue. So we have individual dedicated resources working those queues. So as soon as you register, we can, from the time that you register, from the time that you're called, from the time that you reach the window to the time that you're serviced, we're collecting all of those numbers. So we're making sure that we're keeping your wait times between less than 5 minutes. We make sure we've gotten rid of all the lines. So now, if you're in the queue, you'll get your name called, and you can sit down and enjoy the company of the people there waiting in the room as well. Watch Village Television while you're in the room. And then get an overall better experience. We know we just finished our whole complete month of using the system. We had over 4,000 registered guests come into the community resident services. Way more than we imagined. We were loosely keeping track of these numbers by the people doing Excel spreadsheets. For instance, at window number 9, where our broadband services are, Angelica does a great job of tracking all the information, but once we started seeing the real numbers, she's actually taking 3 times as many visitors as we thought
Wow.
she was.
Right.
So the number 1 visitors that we get down there is for gate clearance and gate passes. The second one is for maintenance requests. The third is for manner alterations and permits, and the fourth one is broadband services.
Okay.
Now, you can go down there for all different types of services, but off the top of my head, those are the 4 top categories.
Right, right.
So it's a pretty impressive tool. We're going to expand on that right now. We're going to get another kiosk in there it's going to be in the doorway, so you don't have to go to the concierge office. You just walk right into resident services and use the kiosk inside resident services.
Okay.
It's something we're going to be adding pretty quickly.
Well, that's good information, primarily for the wait time, and I wish the banks would do that, because I don't think they staff well enough when there is a peak time.
Right, yeah, and that's a great point. So not only these reporting tools that we have, not only can we tell you what agents are doing well. We know if one agent is down there and they're consistently doing having 25 or 30 visits per day, but we have somebody else who's doing only 5 or 6 visits per day, we have a couple of issues. We may have a training issue, or we may just have the wrong type of person in the wrong window.
Right,
so
right.
Those metrics are helping us identify that and just give an overall better experience.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, let's touch quickly on the library center kiosk, and then you have security vehicle update.
Yeah, what we're trying to do with the idea of introducing all this technology, Dwelling Live, our resident check-in services, and now what we're adding is at the library we added a few kiosks. Right, we have a couple iPads there that are locked down in kiosk mode, so you can go down there, you can look at your newspapers, you can check Yahoo, YouTube, check your email, surf the web, do all the kind of stuff. There's a couple shots right there. It's very minimal. A couple devices that are there. There's only one button. Everybody's kind of scared. It's like, I don't have a training class to use the iPad. You don't really need a training class. There's only one button. It's on, right? And then it's only got one app, and it's the web browser.
Oh, perfect.
So it's very, very simple, and we appreciate the supervisors over at the library. They work hard to keep that facility in tip-top shape. It's super immaculate. It's beautiful. But just like any other places in the United States, the people don't go to the library anymore. Everybody has access to the internet, right? So all the information they need is there. So what we're trying to do is make the library a little bit more attractive. Again, the people over there who want to use crossword puzzles continue to do so. Those people who want to come in and surf the web, you can do that too.
Well, right, or maybe you think of something while you're in there, and that's access for you.
Absolutely.
And it's a good introduction too.
Yeah, absolutely. And also keep in mind, there's at all the clubhouses and all over GRF facilities, there's also resident Wi-Fi.
No.
I have a lot of people who have given up on that Wi-Fi. Oh, that Wi-Fi, it's too slow, it's old. Da, da. Don't forget, last summer we replaced all of the Wi-Fi equipment at all the clubhouses, including the library, historical society. Try it again. And you don't have to log into it or do any kind of confirmation screen, but try it again. It works much, much better.
Excellent, excellent. And then security vehicle updates. We've been hearing a lot about this.
Yeah, we've been hearing. The reason why I wanted to bring this up, I don't work for security, but I know we've had some instances you may have seen in the paper with some of these mailbox break-ins and some of these investigations that are going on for home theft and so on and so forth. What we want to be able to do is equip we're doing everything we can to support Chief Moy and the security initiatives. One of the things we're doing is equipping all the security vehicles where they have real-time access to vehicle information, license plate information, resident information, guest information. So when they see a problem and somebody reports it, they don't have to drive back to the headquarters, the security headquarters, to pull this information up on the computer. They'll now have a computer system, if you can see here, dedicated, just like a police vehicle, right in their vehicle, where they can check any information, send and receive emails, get notification and alerts from headquarters. They can also, again, look up vehicle information, look up camera information. So it's going to be an outstanding tool. We want Chief Moy and the security team to be as efficient and as effective as possible. So we felt the need to be able to put those devices in those vehicles.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Excellent.
Good update on everything. Good job. Like I said, I'm sure you'll have a lot more people that'll be interested in all of the DVR stuff.
Yes, excellent.
You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. And remember, Broadband Services is located on the first floor of the Community Services Building. We'll be right back after this.